Thanks for listening to In My Humble Opinion. Yours truly, Charles Lewis and Maxilia Robinson on 101 Jams. And right now we have Amanda Corman, the Communications and Outreach Coordinator for the Women's Initiative here in Charlottesville, here to talk to us about empowering women in times of challenge and change. Amanda, how are you?
I'm doing great, Charles. Thank you so much for having us on.
Absolutely.
So the Women's Initiative, our mission is to provide vital mental health services for women regardless of the ability to pay. Mm-hmm. So we offer counseling, therapy, support groups, and education, as you said, to empower women in times of challenge and change. Mm-hmm. So we've got a whole bunch of programs that are available to women. Many of them are for free or on a sliding scale, and I'd love to tell you about some of them and how people can come and interact with us.
Yeah, please do.
So one of the most special things that we have is a free walk-in clinic. And this is intended, we call it walk-in wellness clinic, and it's basically just intended to be a place where if you need to talk to somebody, if you've got something going on in your life that you need some extra emotional support on, or if you're feeling depression or anxiety, you just feel like you'd benefit from having someone to talk to, you can come to our walk-in clinics, and we offer them 3 days a week at 3 different locations throughout Charlottesville. And these are free, and they are no appointment necessary. And again, any woman 18 and over is welcome to come in to our free walk-in clinics, have a full 50-minute session with a therapist.
Where are those locations?
So on Mondays, we're at the West Haven Nursing Clinic from 10 to 12. On Tuesdays, we are at the Jefferson School from 9 to 12. And on Wednesdays, we're at our main office, which is at 1101 East High Street from 2 to 5. And all this information is on our website, thewomens'initiative.org, or you could just pop it into Google, The Women's Initiative Charlottesville, and you'll find us.
Now, when I look at your slogan, the empowering women in times of challenge and change, that empowerment piece.
Absolutely. I mean, it's going to be things that are familiar to all of us. You know, divorce, depression, and anxiety, having difficulty with, if you're having difficulty as a parent, if you're having difficulty as a child with, you know, helping out parents, maybe parents who are aging, if you're experiencing work stress, if you've lost a job and are searching for a new job and looking for some inspiration for how to, you know, get your resume done, or have the inspiration to go to a job interview. You know, these are, when we're talking about mental health, we're talking about everyday living and wellness every day, to do the things that you want and need to do every day. Take care of your children, take care of yourself, take care of your friends, go to your job, be the person in the community that you want to be. So this is, no matter how you think of it, you know, mental health is about wellness every day and about feeling good enough to do the things that you want and need to do, to be that parent, to go to work, to take care of yourself and the people around you. Yeah. So the empowerment piece is really about giving women the support and skills to go out and do those things. And sometimes you just need someone extra to talk to receive that emotional support, to feel well enough to go back out there.
Yeah.
So the walk-in clinics that I talked about, that's a way to get started, to meet a therapist and see if that's for you. And we offer counseling on a sliding scale. So you can come to the Women's Initiative and you might be able to get counseling for as low as $5 a session. So we know that cost is often what's prohibitive to women seeking the mental health that they need, the mental health treatment that they need. Cost is often prohibitive. That's why we're here. That's really the mission of the Women's Initiative, is to make mental health care accessible. And we know that everybody at different times of their life needs mental health care, you know, and it's, as I said, it's really about the normal ups and downs of life that you can experience that you need some extra emotional support for. So that's what that empowerment is. The empowering women in times of challenge and change is about giving women the tools that they need to support themselves and their families. So I talked about the counseling piece. That's, you know, as low as $5 a session to meet with a therapist and talk about the things that you need to talk about. But we also have a bunch of support groups, which are totally free. And this is just another way of receiving and giving emotional support. So one of our wonderful support groups is called Sister Circle. And that's a support group for African American women that meets at the Jefferson School Thursday nights from 5:30 to 7 p.m. And that is a group, as I said, a place to just give and receive support, a supportive environment that's just about talking about what's on your mind in a really safe and supportive environment. And so anyone who's interested in joining that is absolutely welcome. That's more information about that and all this that I'm talking about, the women'sinitiative.org, or just pop it into Google, the Women's Initiative. Again, Sister Circle, this wonderful group for African American women to give and receive support at the Jefferson School. But we also have a number of wonderful programs for the African American community. So I mentioned Sister Circle, and I also want to talk about this wonderful new program we have called Yoga for Women of Color. And that's also at the Jefferson School's Common Ground Healing Arts. And that is, again, a really wonderful place to gather and do yoga in a safe and supportive environment. And this is, if you're thinking yoga, I've never done that before. Yeah. Beginners are absolutely welcome. That's going to be led by Ebony Bugg, who's our community programs director, and she'll have people who are doing poses at different comfort levels. So really, wherever you're at, you should feel welcome to come to Yoga for Women of Color. And that the next Yoga for Women of Color is December 18th at 2 p.m. These are Sundays, once a month at the Jefferson School, Yoga for Women of Color. So really, that's just another great kind of gathering space. Yoga is about, feeling well, taking care of your body and your mind at the same time. It's a good way to just take an hour to take care of yourself. Again, taking care of yourself so that you can take care of others in your life. And that's kind of part of our mission is, again, that empowering women, giving women the tools they need to be well and to take care of themselves and their families. We have, for instance, this wonderful writing contest we have that I wanted to tell you about, which is called Challenge into Change. And that is going on right now. And we are accepting entries right now of writing stories about women who have overcome some challenge in their life, just like we've been talking about, right? Whether it's divorce or it's illness or it's the loss of a loved one or it's a traumatic experience or it's anything that has really been a challenge in your life, overcoming that, how you've overcome it and turned it into an opportunity for change. So we're looking for, it's such a wonderful contest. We've been doing it on and off since 2008. We love this contest. It's really about celebrating women's voices, encouraging women to tell their own story in the form of an essay or of a poem. And then we get together all the essays and we publish them in a book. And then we have a celebratory event at the Jefferson School African American Heritage Center in the spring that gets to be a part of the Festival of the Book. So it's this great combination of all these wonderful things in the city. So we're at the Jefferson School African American Heritage Center, which I can't say enough good things about. They have such wonderful exhibits there, and they have this beautiful space where they welcome us in to have this ceremony to honor all the authors in our writing contest, which we're accepting entries through December 15th. And so anyone who's listening who is interested in putting pen to paper to tell your story of how you've turned a challenge into a life opportunity for change, please feel welcome. We really feel this is Charlottesville's writing contest. This is about celebrating women's stories. It's not about having perfect grammar and spelling, and it's not like that. We really want everyone to feel welcome to put their story down. And again, that's December 15th. This is a deadline. And if you're looking for more details about that, visit our website, thewomen'sinitiative.org/change. And that's where all the information on that, you can find that. But so talking about partnership, so we have this wonderful partnership with them, and over at the Centaur Star Hill Health Center, they were kind enough to host a writing group that we held there to encourage women to put their stories down to paper. So many wonderful partnerships at the Jefferson School and really throughout the community. Charlottesville is a really special place, where all sorts of groups and people are working together to make community, to make people feel safe and welcome in this community. Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking to Amanda Corman, the Communications and Outreach Coordinator for the Women's Initiative, where they are empowering women in times of challenge and change. And Amanda, are there any closing remarks that you want to leave with us? Any reminders on those upcoming events?
Yeah, absolutely. So I just want to stress that the Women's Initiative is about providing vital mental health care for women regardless of the ability to pay. And if you or someone you love could benefit from these services, please feel free to come to our walk-in clinics Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays every week in Charlottesville. Come get some extra support, or check out our website, thewomen'sinitiative.org, to see about our wonderful free support groups and other ways of getting involved and giving and receiving support for women in our community.
Awesome. So the staffing there, the manpower, the resources, is that volunteer based, and are you all looking for people to sign up?
Thank you so much. Yeah, so we have a wonderful staff, but we are always looking for volunteers to help with so many important tasks. And the Women's Initiative, we are a nonprofit, so we really rely on volunteers for a lot of extremely important work. So if you are looking for a way to get involved, if after this election you feel the desire to become more involved in the community, please contact us, thewomen'sinitiative.org. We would love to hear from you. There are so many ways to get involved. We want volunteers. Everything from helping with childcare so that women can attend our counseling and groups and not worry about where they're going to have their children. Everything from that to helping do administrative tasks, to help do outreach, to everything and beyond. So there are a lot of opportunities to volunteer, and we are so thankful for our wonderful volunteers. So if you want to become a member of our volunteer team, please do send us an email through our website, thewomen'sinitiative.org.
Awesome. Amanda, keep up the great work, and thanks for joining In My Humble Opinion.
Thanks so much for having us, Charles.
Thank you.